Because some of y'all don't think you supposed to throw the leftovers away. At some point, the leftovers got an expiration date on them. Some of y'all might want to write this down because I'm finna give you the calendar and the itinerary for these leftovers. You cooked the food on Wednesday night. Thursday, you ate the food. Friday, that's when it was its best. Saturday, you pushing it. Sunday, ain't no more leftovers, bitch. Monday, you tripping. Tuesday, your ass getting worms if you still eating them leftovers. Wednesday, hospital. Thursday, dead. That's just the bottom line for these leftovers. Because some of y'all think you can just eat the leftovers how long you want to eat them. It don't work like that with the leftovers. It's an expiration date on the leftovers.
Welcome back to a thankful episode of the Playful Keeps podcast, the only podcast where we're not really thankful for everything. So there are some things we're just not thankful for. So before you get into your question, Jax, just real quick, two things that you're not thankful for.
Two things that I am not thankful for. I am not thankful for birds. I just truly dislike birds.
The women on Twitter?
No, I'm talking about actual birds.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Especially over there.
Those two, I'm not gonna lie. That's my second thing.
I mean, I get it. I think two things I'm not thankful for. One, insecure bad bitches. I'm not thankful for that. That just sounds like unnecessary reassurance. Like reassuring a bad bitch, that's just different, you know? Because you looking at them like, yo, there's no way you think like this for real. Like, ain't no way you really think you ugly for real. You know what I mean? That's crazy. You know what I mean? Like in my mind, that's crazy. I know everybody got it, but you know, I'm not thankful for that process. Another thing I'm not thankful for, is Renew Couture. If you know, you know.
I agree with both those things you're not thankful for. I agree with both of those things.
Oh man. Nah, man. But Jax, how are you, man?
I am. Did you introduce yourself?
I sure did. If you don't know who this is, it's your guy, your main squeeze, Greg Goods, my co-host,
Jackson. Now, back to your question though. You was like, how is everything? It's a cool day. I can tell it's about to start getting back cold again, and cold for us over here is like 50 degrees, but still, it's been an okay day.
Let me check where we at right now. We are at 37. 37.
That is terrible. I don't know how you function in that.
Tomorrow, I don't.
That's real.
Nah, I sure don't. It'll be 22 tomorrow. So, you know, hoodies. Beanies,
can you honestly tell the difference between like 38 degrees and 22, or is it just all cold to you? Because like to me, once it's like 30 degrees, it's just all cold.
It's all cold once it get from 20 to 40, that all feels the same. Like because like 50 with some sunshine.
50
that's
with
a difference.
Sunshine, you can manage that.
Yeah, that's you know what I mean. That it's cold, but it's like you feel a little good. But anything under 20, I feel that difference. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Dang.
I feel that difference. But the difference, well, I will say, Texas is a little bit more disrespectful. Like once it gets like in the 20s for Texas, y'all get windy too. You know what I mean? That's where y'all got me fucked up. You know what I mean? Like at least up here, ain't no real like wind blowing for real. Like that's not happening until we get to like the negative degrees. But like for y'all, it could be 40 degrees, and it'll be that much colder because it's gusts of wind. I'm just like, where is this coming from? Who's blowing it? This is crazy. This is insane. Y'all need to stop. It needs to be abolished. But yeah, man, winter is approaching. All the leaves are gone.
Yeah, shoot.
Oh man. Going in. This is called a vibe episode. We really vibing for real. Off the dome questions, nothing. We didn't pre-pod for real. We talked about maybe 2 things, and I don't even know if we're even bringing that up to the pod. I was just, checking in with my brother. My brother though. Let me tell you about my brother though. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I'm gonna kick it off to Jax. This is gonna be a thankful pod. This gonna be a pod that we'll always be thankful for.
In a pod that we know you will be thankful for.
Oh God.
But this question, I saw it on Twitter, and I had to ask Greg. Okay. Do you ever wake up in the middle of the night and think about a girl you like or start to like, and you sit at the edge of the bed and say, damn, I want her?
Look, there's a lot of things I can't relate with KD. That one, I can relate.
Kevin Durant he's an insane individual for retweeting that again, but that's real though.
Retweeting that in your mid-30s. That one?
In his late 30s. He's
late 30. In your late 30s, I hope I never get to relate from that age. I hope I'm locked down for real. I really do hope that I really hope I find my Savannah James at that point, gang. Like I'm really But even back then when I was in high school, oh yeah, relatable.
For sure, yeah.
Read the fucking tweet. Today, maybe, but like I still get it. But at this age, I hope I never relate. Not at 35, 36. No, I can't.
Insane. But anyway, my real question though, and this sort of came up when I was watching the games. Do you want a head coach for your team that's like mad emotional, or not even mad emotional, just emotional, or you want to be like a stoic type guy? Because I don't know if you've seen the Brandon Staley interview after the game, and the Chargers, they had lost again, as you know, the Chargers do. Mm-hmm. And he was being interviewed at like the press conference, and they kept asking him, are you going to keep calling plays for the defense and blah, blah, blah. He got really mad at them. He sort of like he didn't yell at them, but in like a very stern voice, he was like, I'm going to keep calling the plays. Stop asking me that question. Don't talk to me. All stuff like that. Do you want a coach that's emotional like that? Or would you want like a more stoic type? Because I can see there are benefits for both.
There are benefits for both. I just think that like, for me personally, it's been very few times I've had a stoic kind of coach. But when I've had a stoic coach, I'm like, damn, I felt like whenever that nigga said, I'm disappointed, like, I felt like that one hit a little bit harder. Like, oh yeah, a stoic nigga telling me, hey man, maybe you just ain't got it. Maybe this just ain't cut out for you. Like that really put a battery in my back for real. But like an emotional nigga that, can believe in me, like, the fuck is wrong with you now, nigga? Like, you know what you're capable of. I feel like you have to have a healthy balance. In a perfect world, I want my head coach to be stoic and my assistant coach to be the emotional one that that tells me, hey yo, like, you got this for real, my nigga. He just talking, but like he really mean this for real. You know what I mean? I think it's in the perfect scenario. But if I have to choose one, give me the stoic one. I feel like the stoic ones got the best out of me for real. I ain't gonna lie. Disrespectful stoic. Like not stoic, like oh, like he, not like a Steven Silas stoic of just like oh, like we're here.
Bro, you hate Steven Silas.
No, okay. Well, I'll say
hate
like
Steven Silas.
No, y'all chill, y'all. I do not hate that man. Oh my god, you gonna stop saying that shit, nigga. like okay, like
you keep talking bad about him.
Well, nigga, okay. I'll give you another coach. I'm gonna start bringing like that nigga David Blatt. Like I don't want a stoic nigga like that. You know what I mean? But, a disrespectful stoic. Because I know that nigga wasn't disrespectful to LeBron. But I need a disrespectful stoic. What about you, though?
I think I'm not gonna lie. I think I want a more emotional coach because there was like a video or whatever. And it was Kyler Murray. It happened in the games or whatever. Kyler Murray, he like just scored, or he just threw like a crazy bomb. And he turned to his coach on the sideline. His new head coach, Jonathan Gannon. He was the defensive coordinator at Philly last year for the Super Bowl defense, even though they was terrible in the Super Bowl. But he was the head coach. He turned towards Kyler. He was like yelling. It was all hyped and everything. And I feel like something like that can provide, like you said, like that battery in their back for a team. I think that's better.
I think for me, as long as there's somebody emotional on that goddamn bench.
That's true though. Yeah.
As long as there's somebody, hey, the whole team can't be stoic. At that point, I don't want to play ball no more. At that point, I don't want to play ball no more.
That's what Bill Belichick wants. That's Bill Belichick.
Oh, you see, you see, I can't do Bill. I can't do Bill. I know that nigga's a great defensive mind. I just feel like he's one of those like noted kind of niggas. Like he sees something like, oh, okay, I see that. And the next day, I get a pink slip under my door and I'm cut from the team. It's like, damn, nigga. Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm scared. My nigga. I'm walking on eggshells. I don't know if I'm doing nothing right. So, yeah, that's the perfect coach I was trying to relate to. Like, okay, I don't want to be that stoic. But,
no. Another thing about coaches, Jimmy Johnson. He's finally inducted into. He's going to be inducted into Dallas in the Cowboys Ring of Honor.
That's some bullshit.
So the curse is the curse broken?
First of all, that's some bullshit.
What?
That's some the Ring of Honor shit with Jimmy Johnson. Like that shit should have been happened years ago.
Oh yeah, but Jerry realized he's getting old and he's finna die soon, so he has to make it right.
Like I didn't realize how long it had really been until like I just sat there and just kind of counted the years like physically, and I'm like, yo, like everybody cheering, but I'm like on some real shit, nigga. Yo, that's a long fucking time,
bro.
That is a long ass time, nigga.
This is the same thing as Diddy just giving everybody their money back from the contracts. This is the exact same thing.
So Jerry Jones Diddy.
Hey. I'm just he a billionaire. I don't think no billionaire is. I don't think there's not a normal billionaire. I'll just say that much.
I said no, but I say okay. I mean, I don't think any billionaire is normal because normal people aren't billionaires. Normal people don't have $1 billion. Okay. But you think every billionaire has done something bad to get there?
Yeah.
Okay, bet.
Whether or not they know it.
Bet. Okay, that's a bet. What you think LeBron did?
I don't know whether or not he knows it.
No, but like somebody in your heart of heart, what you think he did though?
I have no idea. I mean, maybe during his like his shoes, for example, they sell the shoes they're made in Nike. Nike has all those sweatshops and everything. Like that could be something that's bad, but is he normally contributing to it? Probably not. Like he doesn't know about the sweatshop. He's not controlling the sweatshops or nothing. He's just the name behind the shoes, just stuff like that.
Okay, I just wanted to see where your head was at. That's all. You know what I mean?
All right.
I'm just asking. You know what I mean? I'm just asking questions. Nothing too crazy. Was that the second question, or was that like the?
No, I'm just saying shit.
No, I'm saying I knew I didn't know if you had. You said you had like more than one question, but I didn't know if it was like a.
Oh yeah, no, I already asked my questions.
Okay, bet. All right, bet. Low that. Now, to get into my first topic. First topic I want to talk about. I'll set it up real nicely. Jax, how were you when it came to school? You like a good student? You an average student, decent?
No, that was amazing.
Was you skating? Was you skating by? Or you was one of them ones?
Yes.
Dean's List.
Yeah.
Big Dean. Okay. Yeah, That's what's up. Look, I'm not saying that I was on the Dean's List every year, but you know, look, I wasn't no dumbass either. But I set all that up basically to talk about Angel Reese and the debacle that's been going on with Angel Reese. I don't know how caught up you are with this woman. Do you know anything about what's going on?
I know that she's suspended and people say it's for grades, but nothing's been confirmed. I know that much.
Now, do you know how the speculation started with her grades?
Did
Like, do
somebody
you
know?
know do you not do you know who leaked that information?
No, it was
Okay, the only reason why people understand about this, understand that it may be about grades, is the fact that Angel Reese's mom and what's that girl name? Flo Janae?
her
The other,
teammate.
yeah, her teammate's
Oh,
mom.
Yeah.
The rapper girl. The rapper
Hmm.
girl. Well, she used to rap. Or she still raps. Their moms were getting into it. They were beefed out. The conversation leaked out. Or whatever, either a conversation or they was going back and forth on social media. They were beefing
Oh my
and the was it Flaujae or Flaujae?
god. Flage. Flage.
Flaujae's mama kind of, I don't know if she tweeted or Instagrammed it or I know you know something about bad grammar. That's why Angel Reese ain't got over a 2.0 GPA or some shit like that. That's when everybody started speculating, okay, maybe she's away from the team because her grades ain't right. Because you gotta have at least you can't have no 1 point whatever
Yeah.
doing any of that shit. Um, which is kind of crazy. That's a bizarre way to find out about any of
Nice.
that. That's a bizarre way to that's a bizarre way to realize that my daughter's a dumbass. But I'm not saying that she dumb, and I don't even know if these reports are true because Angel Reese tweeted about 4 or 5 hours ago. Please don't believe everything that you read. But as a lion ass nigga myself, as a former lion ass nigga myself, I know what that means. I know exactly what that could mean. You know what I mean? Because you know what she didn't say? That my GPA is a 2.5. My GPA is a 2.6. Stop fucking with me. She just said, "Don't believe everything you said. Don't don't believe everything that you read." And as a lion ass nigga, hey, get in your Duffy. Get in your Duffy, Angel.
You're familiar with her game?
I'm so fucking familiar with her game. Oh my god. I have truth, nigga. Oh. Oh, that used to be my bread and butter back in the day. I ain't gonna lie. I changed my ways. I'm an honest nigga now. I have no choice to be. But yeah,
Their parents are too old to be doing this.
this is crazy. Because they I don't know if they still the best of friends, but like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
they really cool. Like the girls. So like they mama's beefing is kind of crazy.
exactly. And like nobody's heard nothing about Angel Reese and Flage beefing or nothing. So like it's very stupid to me, but I really don't think she's failing because it's hard for a star athlete to fail in college. Like people do their work, people go to their classes for them. Like they get assignments early. Like it doesn't make sense to me.
She makes too much money. Like me personally, if I really did find out she was flunking out, or she was just not passing her classes, I ain't gonna lie, especially at LSU, I would be a little bit like, I'd be a little disappointed in an Angel for not cheating harder. Like, you gotta, you know what I mean? Like, you don't pay a quote unquote tutor to do all this shit for you, Miss Millionaire.
I
Like,
mean, she could be going the Ben Simmons route because he was a star athlete at LSU and he failed, but that was just because he didn't go to classes and he like said in interviews like I'm not here to go to school, I'm here because I have to be.
there's a difference between Ben Simmons and Angel Reese. Disrespectfully, actually, I will say, when Ben Simmons said that, it didn't matter because you know why? He wasn't coming back to LSU the next year.
She not coming back. Ain't this her 4th year or whatever in college?
No, I'm saying as soon as Ben Simmons stepped on that campus, it did not matter what was going on because he wasn't going back for no second year. There was no ineligibility, nothing. There was none of that. It's like, yo, after, and his team was ass, so he wasn't going to the March Madness either. After February, hey, look, I might as well withdraw from school because I'm finna be in the lab 5 days out the motherfucking week. With her, it's like, yeah, she's gonna be in the league next year anyway, but we wouldn't even have these speculations or would care if WNBA had one and dones. They don't do one and dones in WNBA. Like you got to do at least 3 years or some shit like that.
Yeah, you gotta do at least. I think it's at least 4. But
At least that nigga said at least 4. You ain't got to graduate. You ain't got to graduate, but you got to be in that bitch for 4 years.
So she don't got to graduate. She been in there for 4 years.
That's crazy.
I'm just saying.
if you had somebody's school at 4 years, like you might as well complete that. Like you can't put like no bullshit it for 3 years. Yo, this is crazy.
Nah, if you want there before, you just go ahead and finish.
Like yo, just go ahead and finish, yo. Like just and I know you're doing online classes, so like, yo, like finish them last 2 on the road, like during draft night. Like it's not that big of a deal. Like college is not, well, we already had this conversation. College is not really, it's not hard. College is not hard. The circumstances that surround college is what makes everything difficult. And as a student athlete, like you can pay your way for some of those inconveniences to not be inconveniences for you. You know what I mean? So, and you ain't got to worry about no fucking student loans afterwards. So, yo, just go ahead. Just do right, nigga. Do right. But we saying all this, and we don't even know if this is the sole reason why she's suspended. She hasn't been playing. I will say, she hasn't been playing her best this season. I think she's still on that championship high.
She's still going to doing appearances and stuff, which I mean she should because she's rich. Why not?
For sure. Yeah, for sure. So like, you know, they kind of stacked the deck. They kind of got some extra players from other schools, like a couple number 1 options from different schools, kind of stacked the deck. They should have been a lot more. I don't know. Her play style is, you know what, it's kind of similar to Ben Simmons while we're talking about it, where it's like, you know, she can pass, she can handle the rock. She's not necessarily a shooter. It's like having Ben Simmons and like the people that she got there, like the star player that they got from Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the equivalent of having Ben Simmons and Russell Westbrook on the court at the same time. And it's just kind of like you go naturally clash because you have similar play styles.
Yeah.
When you really need like a spot up shooter, so like Angel Reese can kind of dish and feed it and whatever. I don't think she's getting. She's having the best relationship with Kim Mulkey at the time. You know, right at this moment, she's a you know, Kim Mulkey is a legend, but I don't think they're saying
I know she's a hard person to work with. I know that much.
I'm saying like she is a hard person to work with, but at the end of the day, this is a Hall of Fame level women's coach. So all I'm saying is, look, she gonna get her bag. I just don't like these niggas. I don't like these niggas. It's just like, oh shit, I'll be failing class too if I was. What? Yo, what does that mean? because you make money now. It's like, oh, I would be failing classes too if I was making this kind of money. What kind of loser do you have to be?
Like failing the classes after the 3 years is the part that just get like you can't like
yo.
It's your last year. Don't fail. Just go ahead and finish. You have all the other credits. Just hurry up and finish.
Like my nigga, like because I'm a millionaire now. I'm like, oh, it makes sense why she failing. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Because let me find out all it was she just didn't feel like doing the learn smarts. Like let me find out it's just like you just, you know what I mean? You just because you're a millionaire. I'm gonna call you a bigger loser because why are you fumbling so hard? You the face of LSU right now. There is nobody that is a bigger face at that campus right now than you.
And they got a quarterback who's scoring 8 touchdowns in games.
And I don't even know that nigga's last name. I know the nigga name is Jaden. That's how you know this is your campus right now. Yeah. Like, yo, like I would be. You a loser, Angel. I hope this is not true, because you a loser if you allowed this to happen. I ain't gonna lie to you. But you know, I hope you get drafted by you know, somebody crazy. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? I need you in the league, Caitlin Clark type shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about with that one. I didn't know if you have any last words, but I don't know. Black mothers arguing on social media is kind of crazy. This is why. Hey, this is the direct result of having young mothers. It's a direct result. Niggas don't want to talk about it. When you have young mothers that's in tune with the internet, they just do weird shit like this. So I'm talking about motherfuckers' daughters online. Have decorum. You know what I mean? What Drake say? You know what I mean?
Don't say it.
Act like you somebody's daughter, man. Stop it.
God.
Stop it, man. Stop it.
That's an insane thing to tell somebody. That's an insane thing.
Was that shoe fits? Yeah, that was crazy.
That's an insane thing to tell a human being.
like, yo, Drake is something else, yo.
He's not a good person.
He's not, and I'm grateful for it, actually.
Oh my gosh.
Nigga, fuck all them lover boy lyrics, nigga. I needed that.
What did he say on the other song? He said, "But enough about him. But enough about him.
But enough about me.
enough about Drake, please."
Nah, doing that shit over a conductor beat is crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was the nigga was in his bag. Well, shout out to conductor. That nigga's fire.
But I mean, you was talking about LSU, and then I brought up the quarterback Jaden Daniels, and I said he scored 8 touchdowns in the game because last game he did score 8 touchdowns, which is absolutely insane. I feel like nobody's or the widespread media, like the sports talk shows and stuff like that, they don't really get into him because he should win the Heisman. I'm pretty sure he will because 8 touchdowns is crazy, but this is insane. I think it's insane to me, and he's not even getting like draft love like that either.
I mean, look, this is my first time hearing about this nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. Was just like,
right?
I just feel like he hasn't made like enough resume case. I mean, 8 touchdowns is 8 touchdowns.
On the season,
that nigga.
On the season, he's thrown 36 touchdowns and only 4 picks.
What's his ranking? Like, what's his like? What's the team like? Is LSU ranked? Like, what's their rank?
I don't know, but they're 8-3, so maybe that's not really that good.
I mean, look, I don't know anybody that has a spectacular record at this point, which is accustomed and aligned to why we feel the way we feel about college football right now. But I don't know. I just been hearing a lot of people talk about the nigga that paints his nails, Caleb Williams, the rapper,
Michael
Penix, the 32-year-old Bo Nix.
Get a job.
Get a fucking job.
No, I seen the craziest stat about Bo Nix on Twitter, and that's how you know he's not good. It said he's like leads the nation. He like leads the nation in passing or something like that, and it said 65% of his touchdowns were the yards on his touchdowns were made after the catch. So he's not even throwing nothing. He just has super good athletes at Oregon that are faster than everybody.
Nigga got a shitload of LaMichael James.
Bro, go get a job, bro.
Nigga been communicating with Chip Kelly. This nigga is insane. This nigga needs to go get a job. But that's my thing. And I'm gonna start saying this shit with my chest a lot more often. Any quarterback over the age of 23, you're not gonna be a good quarterback going into the league. If you turn 24 before the draft starts, you will not be a good quarterback in the NFL.
Nah, I think
Nah. I don't
know how old these people be. I don't know how old they be.
Shit. I know now. Because look. Let's look at all the most recent old ass niggas that decided to play quarterback that are around my age. That was playing college football last year. I was looking at some of these niggas like, yo, we are the same age, and I've been out of college for a minute, nigga. Yeah, right. And I wasn't really. And look, I ain't gonna lie, I bullshit one of my years. Like, you know what I mean?
It'd be like that.
You know what I mean? That COVID year, like, it's not like I did a straight 4. Like, I had a 5th year. And some of y'all niggas was still playing football after I got a job in my career field. It was getting nasty. Let's look at it. The most notable nigga. What's that nigga's name? Stetson Bennett.
Okay, yeah. I think he's older than us. I'm not even lying to you.
Yeah, he's like I think he's legitly my age. Like, I think he's legitly my age. Playing college football last year. Hendon Hooker.
He was hurt. I think Hendon Hooker can be good.
Well, hey, but the verdict is still out.
He's like the backup on the Lions, though, so he's not going to play no time soon.
Yeah, the verdict is still out. Cardale Jones.
He was old?
He was old, dude. He was old. He was 24, 25.
Dang.
Yeah,
I thought he
man.
came out. Oh shoot.
No. What's another dude's name? We can go Bo Nix. I don't have any high hopes for him. He's not gonna be a first round draft pick. I think he might go second round.
I think somebody's gonna talk themselves into drafting him in the first round, and they're gonna get fired so fast. They're gonna get fired so fast.
Yeah, these are just the most recent quarterbacks that I'm finding that are in that 24, 25, sixth year quarterback. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, most quarterbacks that are on their sixth year in college football, there has to be a reason why you think you need a sixth year. You think Trevor Lawrence needed a sixth year?
That's true.
You know
I mean, I think Michael Penix is old. You know,
how old is Mike Penix actually? Hold on, let me. Please don't. Oh man,
I think he's old.
Don't hurt my heart now. He's 23. He's 23. He's 23. He's 23. Hey, he right at that line too, nigga. He right there. He right at that line too, nigga.
Oh my gosh.
But for me, like on an honest serious note, I think from an athletic standpoint, across football, basketball, it do not matter. If you comfortably 24, you are who you are. You are who you are.
If you're 24 in college, but you are who, like, you can't change.
You are who you are. There is no extra huddle tape that you can get out of yourself.
That's why Buddy Hield's been the same person since he's been drafted. And Buddy Hield, he lied about his age too when he was.
Hell yeah. That's what we talked about. We talked about early peaks. Damn. No, we met that nigga at his peak. That's crazy.
He's still cold though. At shooting, at least.
I'm not saying he's not cold, but the same for basketball. I didn't want to pivot off of it too early because I didn't know how much you wanted to still talk about.
Now we can pivot if you.
But you know how we be talking about 27. Once you hit the 27, like you are who you are. I'm starting to disagree.
Who?
I'm starting to disagree. That 27 is that age.
What's the age?
It's 24. 20. It's 24 for real. 23, 24. Historically, once you get to 23, 24, there is no real, like, either you see the ascending, like either you see the ascension, and you get it to that next level by 27, or you are who you are. I think you pretty much are who you are by the time you 23, 24. Give yourself 2 or 3 years to develop, but once you turn 24, my nigga, it's very rare unless you Brook Lopez.
Yeah,
unless you change your game.
You saw Rudy Gobert shoot that 3.
That's crazy. So I'm like, I'm not. Look, and like I said, there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Cam Reddish is not gonna turn into a superstar. He may be good, but he is what he is. He's just gonna maximize who he is, and I don't think he's 24 just yet. But by the time that nigga turns 24, look, he's not gonna be a superstar on the championship team. I'm sorry. You find that out pretty fucking early. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I feel like you're when you have a superstar, you know.
Yeah, I don't think there's a such thing as a late blooming superstar. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Actually, no, Jimmy Butler, because he got drafted. He was like 23 when he was drafted in the NBA. He didn't start cooking until like his like third year, probably.
I'll give Jimmy Butler.
But Jimmy Butler is also just a completely different type of human being than the rest of us.
That is a Tomball, Texas nigga. That is a one of one.
Literally built different. There's no other Jimmy Butler.
That nigga
Jimmy Butler is Michael Jordan.
That nigga intentionally just chooses the harder path in life. Like the nigga just chose to go to Miami when there was nothing there.
He chooses the harder path and succeeds.
Like he really treat life like a video game, and he just really go in there and just be like, bitch, I'm finna put this bitch on all Madden. Let's go, nigga. I'm one of them ones, and then talk shit about it.
Yeah.
Like I get it, but look, most superstars, you know if they're superstars. Like at this point, we know DeAndre Ayton ain't no goddamn superstar. He's an all-star. He good, solid player, whatever. Not no goddamn. I mean, I think his peak is an all-star, but he's not that championship big. And that's me being generous. Look, I'm being generous.
You be generous to DeAndre Ayton.
Nigga, that used to be your guy for real. What the fuck?
I never liked DeAndre
Nigga,
Jordan.
I was the one that used to slander him extra hard, and you was just like, not too much, nigga, not too much. And I was just like, no, he's a lazy ass nigga. He
Bro,
lazy.
I've started to see the error in my thinking with DeAndre Ayton.
No, I knew it was a red flag when I saw him getting into it with Monty. I was like, yo, chill out, yo, this is crazy. But no, you saw that video footage of him trying to set air picks.
Just like didn't even try the screens. I was just like, what are you? You're like 7 feet 280 or whatever. Like, bro, please, just please.
Hey, yo, cat over Ayton, yo. Cat over dominating.
We're not talking. I'm not.
Hey, nigga
He's
gave
been
me
playing good. He's been playing good.
When Karl Anthony Towns is healthy, he's a really good offensive player. He fouls like
when
shit.
Healthy, that's the same thing as barring injury.
No, it's not, nigga. Because I don't have expectations with Cat. Like, I don't have. There's a difference. Like, I had real expectations with the Clippers. With Cat, it's just like I just know he not no bum, and he can show it to you when that nigga's not injured. But him making a real impact in society from an NBA basketball perspective, no. It don't matter how healthy that nigga is. He's not going to be your number one option on the championship team. No, but do you agree that 24 is like the new age?
I'll have to think about it some more, but you might be right. I'm not gonna lie. You making some compelling arguments.
Yeah, I just think that people don't say 24 because they don't want to be on the wrong side of history with some of these niggas and be like, oh, we jumped off the bandwagon way too soon. And they'll give you like examples of like Andrew Wiggins, but still, Andrew Wiggins was
He's
still
the
not
same person.
He's the same person. He just maximized who he was. He's not Maple Jordan. He's not Maple Jordan. He's not Canadian Braun or whatever the fuck y'all niggas had that nigga. Y'all had that nigga all the way fucked up. Actually, that was a crazy.
But I'm not gonna lie. Maple Jordan that's a tough nickname. I feel like it's very clever to think of that.
That's a tough nickname. You know, look, Austin Rivers. I knew by the time he was 23, 24, it was raps, buddy. When he first got drafted, I was like, damn, him and AD? Oh, that might be a super team.
What about Markelle Fultz?
Oh, he is like he'll get better, but he's not gonna be no superstar.
Okay.
I don't think he's gonna be a superstar, but I think he still has an opportunity to become an all-star if he maximizes his potential for sure. But like when we talk about superstars, it was like 10 it's really 10 in the league, right?
Something like that. If superstars,
maybe I'm being overzealous, and maybe I'm just
maybe 5, maybe 4.
I just think it depends. It just depends on how you view the older superstars. You know what I mean? Like, are you just demoting former superstars as just regular niggas now? Like,
who's a superstar to a regular nigga? Or the James Harden and Russell Westbrook.
like James Harden, Russell Westbrook, they're not superstars to you anymore.
Nah.
It's Kawhi don't feel like no superstar right now.
Nah.
But like, you know, you got Bron, KD, Steph, Luka.
I think they're all superstars.
Giannis.
There's a superstar.
Jokic.
Yeah.
Embiid. Are you calling him a superstar? I think I call him a superstar. Nigga won an MVP. Regardless of how you feel about the nigga.
Embiid, he is a superstar, but I just don't like watching.
You just don't like that. You don't like that. Hey, there's some superstars I didn't like watching.
I just don't like watching him play, but yeah, he's a superstar.
He's a superstar. I feel like I'm missing something. Tatum not no superstar to you?
I don't think so.
No. Kyrie not no superstar to you?
No.
I just want to make sure I'm just checking off all the lists.
Okay.
Is SGA a superstar to you?
No, but he will be. He will be.
All right.
He's crazy. He is crazy.
Actually, to pivot this conversation, because I wanted to have this conversation with you. Are you? We had some choice words, not choice words, but when we had the top 10, when we had the ESPN top 10, though, we felt some type of way that SGA was at 7. Do you feel the same way now that you used to about him being 7? You thought the nigga was too high.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's too high no more. I mean, like, he's in that. Well, I'll just say he's top 10. I don't have like I'm not thinking of like 6 names ahead of him right now, but I think SGA is definitely a top 10 player. Like, he's in that range, yeah.
So he's comfortably over Damian Lillard, no? Because that was your thing. You was like,
Yeah, I think
he's not over Dame.
Dame hasn't been playing. I don't know what it is. Maybe he's just trying to sell so they can be like, you know what, go to Miami. We don't want you here. But he hasn't been playing that. He's been good, but he hasn't been Dame. And I say this in the next game, he's gonna go for 47 points.
Yeah, that's true.
Crazy.
That's how it works. Every time you talk shit about, well, not talk shit, but like anytime you are critical about Dame, like you specifically, that nigga decides to go crazy. And I only know this because I have him on my basketball fantasy league. And as soon as you said that nigga gave me 33 and 12 assists. Next to Giannis, 40 and 15 or some shit like that. It was crazy. I was like,
it's just like when I say be for real, and then everything stops working.
I'm saying right now, it's something about you like being sassy about something that just makes everything be opposite. Like anytime you like, let's be fucking for real. Anytime you don't take anything seriously, it ends up becoming true. And
look at the Giants. They beat the Commanders.
Yeah. You saw that fight though? You saw that fight after the
Yes. Oh my gosh. That game was crazy. Sam Howell is, like I said, Sam Howell and Josh Allen. It's the flirting versus harassment, except they're both harassing us right now. It's not good.
Harassment versus literal federal crime. So this is a a felony. Harassment versus felony. That's what it is. Because this is insane. And I knew the Bills were going to bounce back. I just had a feeling.
Keeping Zach Wilson as a quarterback is a felony to Garrett Wilson. Because I can't believe the Jets didn't have a solid backup other than Zach Wilson for when Aaron Rodgers got hurt.
That is true. But speaking of white quarterbacks, who's your favorite mid white quarterback? Like all time greats are not.
Are you talking about all time?
No, I'm saying all time greats are off limits. Like there's no Peytons, no Toms, no Aarons.
No, but you're saying like which mid white quarterback of all time do I like?
Yeah, we can do that. All time, yeah. Mine just happens to be in this era, but like, Matt Ryan is off limits too.
Ah, damn! I was gonna say Matt Ryan.
Any nigga that has won an MVP is not applicable to this argument. Phillip Rivers is out of here too. You cannot choose that nigga. We're talking about mid white quarterbacks. Legit mid.
How do you feel about Tony Romo? Because I don't think Tony Romo.
That is not mid. That is not mid. I'm saying.
I'm just making sure. Because I was gonna choose him.
No.
I'm gonna go Jay. I'm gonna go Jay Cutler. Cause I used to play with him.
Did he make a Pro Bowl?
I don't think so.
Okay, bet. Because my thing is like no Pro Bowl selections, like legit mid. Like he could be backing up people like during his career. Like it's that mid. You know what I mean?
I don't know why, but I used to play with the Bears and Madden. And Jay Cutler, for some reason, he could scramble really good. So I used to just run with Jay Cutler. So I like Jay Cutler for all that.
Emotionless guy. Every time he talked, it looked like he was sarcastic. He was using sarcasm at any given time.
He looked like he hated playing football. He was just good at it.
He probably, yeah. It's my kind of vibe for real. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Him and Brandon Marshall. That's a funny ass connection, yo. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Imagine that locker room with Jay Cutler and Brandon Marshall.
I just be thinking about that angry ass face he be making when he debate,
bro.
And then Jay Cutler's just like stoic face.
Like Jay Cutler would say something back, and it hurt Brandon Marshall's feelings so much, and it just be a whole. I would hate to be on that team. And they was on 2 teams together.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Like they followed each other, like.
And that nigga was on reality, and wasn't that nigga? Jay Cutler was on reality TV. After football, which was kind of crazy to think about too.
He hated that too.
Yeah, I mean, but that would make sense. I mean, football makes sense too. I'm tired of niggas just tackling me. If I had a bad offensive line, and I'm constantly getting tackled.
Speaking of that, Bryce Young needs to sue. He needs to report to the police. He needs to do something to save his life because in Carolina, he's getting demolished every single week. They have no
Yeah.
line, no receivers, no running backs. It's just 5'8", 112-pound Bryce Young against the world.
Nah, that nigga's NFL Shador Sanders, yo. I ain't gonna lie to you. That is NFL Shador. Before I get into it, I'm gonna tell you my favorite my favorite white quarterbacks though. My favorite white mid quarterbacks. First one, Drew Lock.
Drew Lock is not mid. He's bad. Drew Lock
He's mid.
Bad.
He's mid. Relax. Not too much. Not too much on that dance. The real dancer.
All right.
Real dancer. Second mid quarterback, the real mid quarterback that I was thinking about, that nobody gives love to, Matt Shaw. That nigga. That's a good one. That nigga was a naked bootleg machine.
Yes.
A naked bootleg machine. That shit used to work every time. Fake hand off to Arian Foster. Throw that bitch to Andre Johnson or Owen Daniels, whoever the fuck was out there. Not a lot of love from that nigga, man, but man.
He was cold.
That nigga was cold, bro.
One more I forgot. Alex Smith. Alex Smith was nice.
That nigga was not mid. That nigga just ended up being next to legendary quarterbacks.
That's probably if he didn't have amazing backups, we probably would have thought about him completely different.
That's a number one pick. He was number one pick in that draft.
Yeah, but he wasn't good for he wasn't good until Harbaugh got there.
That's true. And then he got replaced by Colin Kaepernick, and then again by Pat Mahomes.
And then he went to Washington and almost had to get his leg amputated.
And then came back and still scored a touchdown. The shit was crazy. Yeah, man, look. Damn. First of all, shout out to Alex Smith. I just don't think he's a mid quarterback. I think he was actually good.
No, he was good. He was just he's just the most he's like Tyrod Taylor, just so unlucky. Keeps getting replaced, but Tyrod gets replaced.
Favorite mid white quarterback? Josh Allen?
Josh is a mid, he's just bad.
He's bad now.
Yeah.
He's not.
But he's really the perfect mid, like we said last episode.
He really is the perfect mid.
His terribleness and his greatness, they just balance out. So he's like the little black and white symbol for peace or whatever. It's Josh Allen.
Oh yeah, like the yin and yang.
Yeah, he's like yin and yang.
Yeah. But to go back to Bryce Young, yo, look, the Carolina as a state is just kind of fucking up Bryce Young right now. It's not making it look good for him. The combination of CJ Stroud looking good.
He looks amazing. He threw 3 picks and still looked great.
He still looked great, and I wasn't upset about any of those picks actually. Like, not really. I looked at them like, they're still probably gonna win this game. I don't know why I had that much confidence that them niggas were gonna win that game, but I was just like, yo, he didn't instill the confidence in me that they would win that game.
I believe in CJ Stroud now.
I definitely believe in CJ Stroud. It don't even matter how many picks for real. And that was a lot of picks. Because if that was like Dak, if that was Dak or something, they would have like crazy segments about it. So I know it'd be insane. But yeah, with the combination of CJ Stroud being good and the offensive line for Carolina being that fucking horrendous, it's making Bryce Young look that crazy to the point where they're like, yo, did they make the right pick? Did they do this? Did they do that? Well, first of all, I never have been a fan of small quarterbacks to begin with. Didn't enjoy the fact that the nigga was 5'9" to begin with. But I also don't think he's as bad as advertised. I think that if Bryce Young was a Houston Texan, I'm not saying he would be this good, CJ Stroud good, but I think he would have won 3 games, 4 games. Yeah, and you would see the talent. You would see the talent in this stuff.
The Texans would be like the type of team that we expected them to come in as a season. Like right now, they've overachieved, but with Bryce Young at quarterback, they'd be the team that we expected. Where it was like potential, but not a good team. But this team, the second half now is just good. Period.
Yeah, I think I'll say this: if CJ Stroud was with Carolina and Bryce Young was with Houston, I think they would have the same record. I think they would win 3 or 4 games, both a piece, and it would just be like a one-off, and we would not be talking about CJ Stroud as like a
MVP or nothing like
MVP,
that. Or
none of
Rookie of the
that,
year.
because the nigga would be running for his life, but you would see the flashes that you would need to see and all that jazz. So they need to get that shit in gear because you're making the product look bad. You're making conversations that shouldn't be had.
What would you say is more important to a young quarterback? Would you say the line's more important or the weapons are more important?
Depends on the depend. We just talking about a top tier rookie.
Yeah, the top tier rookie quarterback, like a number 1 overall pick quarterback. Would you rather
Okay,
the line,
line,
receivers,
offensive line? As long given you have a decent running back core, give me the line. Because
I said weapons as a whole though, so that includes running back.
That does include running back. Well, it's like, is it just like, I'll say this.
Mm-hmm.
Is it but like shit? Is it shit skill set, or is it just like it's just below average, or you know what I mean? Because if it's shit skill set, then you gonna have to give me the skill set, nigga. You have to give me the skill set. But if it's like below average, like me personally going into the Texans season, I thought that was a below average skill set, and that nigga just elevated everybody. Tank Dell was Tank Dell, but I didn't think Nico Collins was gonna be that that. I didn't think Singletary was going to be running like he's running. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Devin Singletary has never been that good. I have no idea what's going on.
So you combine that with a good offensive line.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with it. Now look, you know what? Given that, give me the offensive line because I think that Bryce Young has. At the time, I thought he had better weapons. Didn't he have Adam Thielen? Is Adam Thielen over there?
No, Thielen, he's still there. Thielen is the only. He started off the season bad. Then he heard people saying he was trash, so he's just been going crazy like the past 5-6 weeks. So Thielen is still doing good, but everybody else is horrible. Miles Sanders, they don't even play him anymore.
Yeah, they got Chuba Hubbard or whatever the fuck that nigga name is.
Yeah.
So I think he has a shit core. and a bad O-line. So I think Bryce Young is an anomaly. But in a perfect situation, I would rather have a really good offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
As long as they're young. Give me a good young offensive line that I can have for at least 5 to 6 years of just okay, these gonna be my guys. And then throughout the draft, I can pick valuable skill set players. It's just hard to just solidify that line. I didn't value it until Dak Prescott came in the league in 2016. That's why I was like, the offensive line, that's really valuable, nigga.
Hey, and even talking about O-line, we could get into Joe Burrow, how he's out for the season. He tore a ligament in his wrist when he got hit on the ball. And just throughout his career, Joe Burrow, he's actually been sacked more times than Andrew Luck has. And Andrew Luck retired early.
This is true. And now this is the conversation where it's like the reversed influx of you have all this goddamn talent, and you've always had a shit offensive line. And it's just kind of like, it's kind of hard to argue one or the other because that nigga went to the Super Bowl his second year.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think it also depends. The offensive line also depends on how mobile my quarterback is, though. You know what I mean? Like, if I have Lamar Jackson, I'm not that keen on. I don't want to break it down. I don't want it to be shitty.
Yeah, but
if it breaks down, he can. I can get a little bit more room. The nigga want to get out the pocket anyway. If I really got a Joe Burrow, and not saying that Joe Burrow isn't mobile,
because he's not Lamar, but he can move a little bit.
He can move a little bit. I think that. I just think that you got to address that offensive line a little stronger once you have after that you have the core. You had that core by second. You had that solidified for quite a long time. You should have been aggressively on that offensive line just to be like, hey, yo, we need a Tom Brady-esque kind of offensive line for this nigga Joe Burrow. So he can just sit, sleep in the pocket.
Honestly, you bringing that up made me realize they really haven't, I know they've drafted a couple, highest round picks, but they haven't spent much on their O-line. I know they tried to get some free agents, but I know one was Leo Collins. He didn't really work out. I think they cut him this season, actually. And they haven't. I don't know. I feel like it should be obvious that, hey, we got cold receivers, we got a cold quarterback, and cold-ish running back. Let's go ahead and solidify the O-line. But
I think another thing that brought me to Joe Burrow's injury is I think we got to have that conversation, man. I think we got to have that conversation.
What's the conversation?
Maybe this play style, maybe Joe Burrow's play style is just doesn't translate. You know what I mean? Maybe it's just, you know what I mean? Maybe it just doesn't last long in the league. You know what I mean? Just standing in that pocket. You know what I mean?
He needs to be more of an athlete.
I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just, if I look at all the injuries that didn't happen, torn ACLs, Kirk Cousins out, Joe Burrow's out, a lot of quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers out. It just seems like all of these injuries be happening in the pocket. And then you have niggas like Lamar. His only injuries of recent have also been in the pocket. I don't know, man. Maybe the pocket is dangerous. Maybe it just doesn't correlate. And if you don't understand sarcasm, that was clear sarcasm. But it's just funny how it was. As soon as a mobile quarterback get injured, it's like, man,
he runs too much. He can't stay in the pocket. Blah blah blah.
Blah blah blah. We're not going to pay him that money because he can get injured at any time. And all your injuries are freak accidents in the pocket. Jalen
Hurts is still healthy.
Jalen Hurts is still healthy, and he was on a bad shoulder last year, towards the last couple months.
These mobile quarterbacks, pretty durable to me.
I'm just saying. I just think that they allowed. First of all, it was a new concept of just real mobile. Legit mobile quarterbacks. They got out of their racism bag and just said, you know what, we're gonna go all in. And you allowed you allowed the mismanagement of RG3, the recklessness of Cam Newton, and the recklessness of Mike Vick towards the end of his career dictate how mobile quarterbacks was going to be in the NBA, in the NFL. But I'm just like, yo, if used correctly, this can be beneficial to you. Y'all just ran them niggas to the ground. That's all y'all did.
Really got mad. It's not even RG3 or Cam's or Michael Vick's fault they got injured. RG3, the coach put him back in the game when they shouldn't have. Cam Newton, they used him as a battering ram instead of getting him an actual running back.
Right.
These are the faults of the coaches, not the players.
Now, Mike Vick, I think he did that on his own. I ain't gonna lie to you. Mike Vick.
Yeah. Mike Vick did a lot of stuff on his own, but...
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That nigga was just bull rushing niggas just for no reason. That nigga just did not know how to slide. That nigga used to get popped in Philadelphia, and I'm like, oh my God. Shit. That nigga used to be laying lifeless on the ground sometimes.
That was when quarterbacks, they thought you was a punk if you slid when you was a quarterback back then.
Oh God, he would not slide and would have the audacity to do that against the 2010 Pittsburgh Steelers.
These are teams that can really hit you. Now they can't hit you. Back then they can really hit you.
No, them niggas was popping the shit out Mike Vick. I'm like, nigga, you not, you gain all your street cred before jail and during jail. You don't have to prove nothing to us, Mike. Mike, you was a top, and at the time you was a top 3 Mike. You was a top 3 Mike at the time. Outside of Mike Jackson and Mike Tyson, no, there was no, and Mike Jordan. Forgot about Mike. Let me not disrespect Mike Jordan. You was a top 5 Mike. I'll say that during that era.
I feel like he was really the third Mike, out the famous, or not the third, but the fourth Mike out the famous ones,
Yeah, because I don't think it's. Because at first I was top 3, and then I was like, damn, I did forget about MJ. But like,
there's no other famous Mikes like that.
yeah, he might be number 4. He's number 4 until I figure out
Okay.
because it's not Mike Bibby, nigga. It's not. It's not one of them niggas. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's crazy. So like, I like how nobody's talking about these quarterback injuries and it being like predicated to the pocket. Yo, niggas can't beat Tom Brady no more. I don't think this league is built for Tom Brady's.
Like the defenders are too big and too fast now for you to just be standing in the pocket. You have to be able to move. If you can't move, they're gonna kill you.
Tom Brady used to be in the pocket and he was just like stop. He would just stand still. That's how long the offensive line was blocking for this nigga, where he could just stand in there. He hadn't had to do no jumps. He just stopped. That's never happened in the game. Yeah. Nobody's laying in that pocket that long.
And O-line play recently it's been getting worse and worse too. Like defense is getting better, the offense is getting worse.
Because the offensive line has to start adapting to how athletic the defensive linemen are. Because the offensive linemen, them niggas was just staying. They was just staying wide. And these defensive now you got Michael Parsons on the line now. And he judo flipping you to get to the quarterback. Just for fun, by the way. He don't have to do it. He just doing it for fun.
You got Myles Garrett crossing people up before he goes rush the passer.
Doing the air crossover before still tackling your quarterback is crazy. So it's a lot of things. I think offensive linemen have to get a little bit more athletic. Within the next 7 to 8 years, you're gonna stop seeing the Jason Kelce archetypes from an offensive line.
Nah, Jason Kelce athletic.
He is athletic, but his body type, you're not going to see those kind of body types as common. You're gonna start at some point. You're gonna start seeing niggas that are built like Myles Garrett on that offensive line. Talking about I'm right here, nigga.
On linemen with 6 packs. Yeah, they're still going to be 300 pounds and everything.
Yeah, you don't see some niggas built like Aaron Donald on the offensive line. Because when the last time you seen a nigga get pancaked? I have not seen a defensive lineman get pancaked in quite some time. That's just something that doesn't happen on the common. Just pushing a nigga on his ass. You just don't see it no more. So
oh my God.
I don't know. But speaking of, I feel like there was something else I was finna bring up when we was talking about injuries. Nah, it'll probably come back to me. It must not been that important. I ain't gonna lie. If it comes back, I'll bring it back up.
Okay. Well, one thing I feel like we have to talk about is Caleb Williams.
What that nigga do?
Oh, he lost his last game, and that was his last college football game.
Oh, that nigga been so ass. I didn't know that was his last.
Exactly. I didn't realize that too until people
I was like, oh fuck.
They're like, oh, Caleb Williams waves goodbye for the final time. I was like,
the waves goodbye. He was that impactful at USC.
I was like, it was that fast, and people still want to call him the greatest college quarterback of all time. And blah blah blah. Like, no, bro.
I can give them the next Pat Mahomes, but I can't give them the next the greatest quarterback. Greatest quarterback, college quarterback ever, greatest college quarterback talent ever. But I can give you Pat Mahomes because nobody expected Pat Mahomes to be doing this in the NFL. He was ass. Not ass, but streaky.
Honestly, Pat Mahomes in college, he was like this too. So
yeah,
that comparison is pretty strong. But also, we need to talk about how Lincoln Riley, who's USC's head coach, he's just Cliff Kingsbury with no hose. He just
wait, run that back.
He's the same. Him and Cliff Kingsbury are the same person. And he just doesn't get hosed like Cliff Kingsbury.
Wait, and who? Wait, which coach are you talking about?
Lincoln Riley.
Okay. Lincoln Riley is just Cliff Kingsbury with no hose.
He did the exact same thing. Him and Lincoln Riley have low key followed the exact same career. There was both college quarterbacks at Texas Tech. Then they became offensive coordinators in college. Then Lincoln Riley, Kingsbury was at OU, I believe, and then I think Lincoln was there too. And now Lincoln's at USC. And they all get the same quarterbacks. And Lincoln Riley, he He's not it. He's not it. Everybody expected him to be the next big thing in coaching, and he was even rumored to be getting like the Cowboys job when it was open before they got Mike McCarthy, which I'm glad they did not hire him. But yeah, he's just not good. He's Cliff Kingsbury with no hose.
With no hose. I'll say this.
If Cliff Kingsbury was a family man, just Lincoln Riley.
I thought he was. I thought he was a family man. But it would make sense. It would make sense if what you call it. It will also make sense if Cliff Kingsbury got that damn job because of the hose. Because he ain't had no business getting that Cardinals job to begin with. There was no reason for him to get that job. I knew he wasn't going to be successful in that bitch. I just knew that he had a better relationship with Kyler Murray.
I thought he was at least going to be okay. And he just turned out terrible.
I didn't have high hopes for that nigga. Like, I was just like, how you have a losing record in college, and then you say, you know what, we finna move you up to the NFL. You gonna get a promotion. I ain't never seen no white privilege that strong before.
White privilege is insane. Like,
so
I don't
strong,
get like
bro.
How much stuff they can do. Like,
I be looking at Lincoln Riley, and I had a little bit more hope for Lincoln Riley than I did Cliff Kingsbury.
I did too, especially when you have a quarterback as good as Caleb Williams, but they just suck.
Okay, but we gonna play a game called Which Coach is Worse, Cliff Kingsbury or Josh McDaniels?
You gotta give me.
Who's worse?
You gotta give me King. No, you gotta give me McDaniels.
I'm going. Yeah, I think Cliff is worse. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You think Cliff is worse?
I think Cliff is worse.
No, I think McDaniels he just don't know what he's doing. He's the head coach that drafted Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow won a playoff game though, so.
Tim Tebow throws the ball like you and me.
Hey, not too much on my spiral, nigga. Watch out, nigga. Not too much on my shit, nigga. Speak for yourself, goddamn it, nigga. I ain't saying I'm the best, but goddamn, nigga. I saw that clip you talking about. I was like, yo, my shit ain't never. My shit was maybe throwing that bitch in the pool, but nah, maybe on some bullshit, maybe. But goddamn it, that shit was wild. I saw that shit, and the cameraman wasn't shit either, cause he zoomed in on the football.
He followed it as it fell to the ground. Like, all right, he didn't have to do that.
Nah, that nigga was disrespectful. That nigga was disrespectful as fuck. But I will say, I think Josh McDaniels will be a better college football coach than Cliff Kingsbury. That's why I say Josh McDaniels over Cliff.
I didn't think about that, but he'd actually be because like all the reports about Josh McDaniels are like he's the one who he wants to be like that Bill Belichick of the program. Everybody looks up to him. Everybody has to like give him that respect. Everybody like follows his orders to the T. Like that is some college football stuff. So he probably would be a good college. He just wouldn't be able to recruit. I can just tell you that much.
Yeah, he not no recruiting ass. He would just have to be at a school that recruits itself. Like it would have to be like a Oklahoma. It would have to be like a UT where it's like, okay, we already got stars, and I'm selling you the other stars on my team. I'm not selling you myself. But goddamn LeBron, fuck. Jesus Christ. Oh, this nigga gets on my fucking nerves. Anyway, if y'all niggas don't know, I'm watching the Rockets versus the Lakers. It's been a close game. And we lost to the Clippers. That one kind of hurt. I ain't gonna lie. That game winner by James Harden. Yeah.
Now that was the Clippers' first win in like since James Harden got there.
Yeah, we was on a 6-game winning streak, and they was like on a 6-game losing streak. And so them niggas was motivated.
Wasn't that the first game that Russ came off the bench as well?
Yeah, they started making like real like kumbaya kind of ultimatums for their team. I'm saying, y'all doing this right before the Rockets game. Y'all can really eat a dick. Because I really wanted y'all niggas in turmoil. And it took Jayshawn Tate to foul this nigga on the 3-point line to make it a 4-point play. We had that game locked up, nigga. And this is another reason why I keep telling you, bro. That nigga is 27 or 28. That nigga is who he is. I don't know why y'all had that nigga guarding James Harden for the last 10 seconds of the basketball game.
He's supposed to be the defense. He's supposed to be the defender.
We got better defenders than that nigga. I would rather have Dylan Brooks on James Harden than Jason Tate.
Dylan Brooks was probably too busy guarding Kawhi or Paul George. Nobody expects James Harden to make it. It's James Harden. He's old and bad now.
Nah, nigga. But a step back, and I know he can sell a foul, and you put the most fouling ass nigga on James Harden. That's like putting Karl Anthony Towns at the 3-point line to guard somebody for the last second shot. Even if the nigga missed.
He would have got fouled.
He would have got fouled because Karl Anthony Towns don't know how to keep his goddamn hands to himself. So I'm just like, and the nigga short. Nigga 6'4". Or 6'3". 6'4" power forward. Some shit.
One more thing I'm not thankful for is when the NBA, they keep having these 6'4" and 6'5" niggas be power forwards. Stop it.
This really all Draymond Green fault.
It is.
It's Draymond Green fault. That nigga pissed me off. If it wasn't for Draymond Green, they would have abolished that shit after Charles Barkley. But with
Charles Barkley would lie and say he was taller.
Oh God, he would. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, at my peak, I was 6'7", 6'6", 6'7". But still, that's still short, nigga. Power forwards should be 6'9", not necessarily 6'10".
No, I can. There be 6'9" centers now, which is disgusting.
That's disgusting.
I think Bam is 6'9".
Anywhere from 6'8" to 6'10", that's power forward range. That's power forward range because a real 6'8" nigga should be a small forward, but you can switch off the, you know what I mean? He's slow, you know what I mean? Do X, Y, and Z, but 6'8" to 6'10", that's that power forward range. You should not be 6'6", 6'5", 6'4", playing power forward.
It's Draymond and PJ Tucker's fault.
Yeah. All them nitty gritty niggas aggressive, overly tough, overly fouling ass niggas that will end up injuring you by accident because you playing too good of just playing too hard on defense. Not if
Patrick Beverly. If Patrick Beverly was one more inch taller, he'd be a
small forward. He'd be a small forward.
They'd have him playing power forward. He was an inch taller.
Literally. Because he like 6'2"?
I think he might be 6. He might be 6'3". I don't know.
If he's 6'3", give him 2 inches, he would definitely be. He would be a power forward, and that would really grind my gears. Because he would really be like, oh yeah, I got LeBron. That would really piss me off. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I feel like there was another thing I was not thankful for. I'm not thankful for. I think we said this before. I'm not thankful for the trade deadline.
At all.
I'm not thankful for that. I'm not thankful for most City Edition jerseys. I'm not thankful for those. Those shits tend to be ass. What else am I not thankful for? I'm not thankful for the All-Star game no more.
And what makes you say that?
Like All-Star weekend. Like it's just not as fun as it used to be, bro. It's not as entertaining as it used to be. Niggas don't even try no more. It's just really just a day to just, rest your superstars. But it's not entertaining for me no more to watch these niggas on Sunday All-Star game. Don't nobody watch that bullshit no more.
Yeah, they only started caring, I feel like in recent years, but only also at like the end of the game because they started doing that weird ending or whatever, where they like add up all the points or something like that.
Yeah, and that was only at its peak at 2020 because Kobe died and everybody wanted to play good defense because that's what Kobe would do. After that, niggas forgot they forgot Kobe's last name was Bryant and they just didn't do it no more. They just walking up the guy the intensity is not the same. I used to be able to say that the 3-point contest would save All-Star weekend because you would have them niggas light it up. But now you have it where your old ass stars are old and they don't want to do it no more. And I can't even be mad because, Steph Curry shouldn't have to be the nigga every year to come up there and save the 3-point contest or Dame Lillard or Klay Thompson. Like during that time, they used to be cold.
I was gonna say it's not going to be Klay no more.
Well, yeah, that nigga.
It's not going to be Klay anymore.
That nigga is bunts. But like literally, I think I think it's mainly because these superstars is taking too long to develop into superstars. I think that's the problem with like these Saturday events. I'm not talking about Sunday. These Saturday events, um, I blame them Europeans. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like I'm going on a tangent, but like I
What
feel
the
like
Europeans do?
the European fundamental basketball that don't translate to the All Star game, nigga. That don't translate to All Star weekend. When it's time to do a dunk contest, your best players in the world is what Luca and Jokic. You think them niggas doing 360 windmills, nigga? They're not. Them niggas do not give a fuck. They finna step back and hit the three. And because they're superstars, our superstars just aren't, they just so happen to just not be efficient from three anyway. So Luka Doncic being in the 3-point contest, that ain't gonna do shit for me. Motherfucker only gonna shoot 9 points. He only gonna make 9 out of the bitches because he not efficient. And then you gonna have a nigga like Buddy Hield kill it, but nobody give a fuck about Buddy Hield no more. Carl Anthony Towns are gonna win it. But nobody give a fuck about that.
He's gonna win and say, "Oh, I'm the best shooting big man ever," and everybody's gonna get mad again. And
yeah, it's just like the Europeans and European play styles have ruined the Saturday events. It's getting to the point where the most interesting one is probably the skills challenge.
You like the skills? I hate the skill. I'm not.
I used to hate the skill challenge.
They put anybody in that game. They put Giannis and his brothers in that game. I was like,
oh, you see that's that bullshit. That's the bullshit. Like, I don't coincide with that. There was a time where it was just kind of like they had like guards versus bigs,
yeah.
And that was a lot more entertaining than the dunk contest because look, creativity is at an all-time low. I feel like it damn near feel like every dunk has been created already.
Every dunk has been. There's only so many ways you can dunk a basketball. Honestly,
like after Vince Carter, like I think we peaked of like creative. Well, let me not disrespect. 2016 was a good year too, with Zach LaVine and
I think
Aaron
after
Gordon.
that, dunking is really. It was. I think a little bit before that it was peaking. Then they brought it back, and now it's.
Now it's in the dirt again, and I think the only thing that could save the dunk contest is if you really get them professional dunkers to go against these NBA players that be dunking for real, just to kind of spice things up. Like the Mac McClung thing was kind of cool, because if it wasn't for Mac McClung, I ain't gonna lie to you, I was gonna turn that bitch off. People be talking, people be talking shit about Mac McClung and how he not a real NBA player. I was like, look, he the only reason why I kept that bitch on. I'm gonna be honest with you. he kept that shit on for me. And then the 3-point contest. Look, I'm tired of seeing Dame. That's my thing. Like, what happened? Where the fuck is Jason Tatum? Where the fuck is Donovan Mitchell? Where the fuck is De'Aaron Fox? Where the fuck is
These aren't shooters except for Jason Tatum.
I'm just talking about for the Saturday events in general, like either dunk or 3-point contest. Where the fuck is Ant-Man? Where the fuck?
I don't get why they don't want to do those. They don't want to do the dunk contest.
Because LeBron. Because everybody think they LeBron. Everybody's like, oh yeah, if LeBron don't want to do it, I ain't gonna do that shit. Nigga, you're not LeBron. And I give slack for LeBron because he should have done it at least one time in Miami.
Yeah, no, he should have been done it. He should have done it at least.
He should have done it in Cleveland. Yeah. He should have been did that shit. But beggars can't be choosers. But I'm like, bro, like there's talented NBA players. They just choosing not to do it, and it's grinding my gears. So it's a combination. So the downfall of the All-Star is a combination of LeBron James and everybody following LeBron, and the play style of European basketball infiltrating the game I love. That's kind of how I'm going with it because it don't make no sense why we got people be talking about how the league is so much more far advanced now, and I'm like, that's cool, but like, I can't even see the talent no more.
The fact we ended up here from like starting at like college football is insane.
Hey man, that's how you. Hey, vibing ass episode.
But we we've done our talking and everything, but we need to get to our hot takes.
Oh shit.
Our Thanksgiving edition hot takes.
Go ahead. Go ahead, man.
I've been feeling like this for a very long time, and I might get a lot of pushback for it, but I do not care. On Thanksgiving, pumpkin pie, pecan pie, or pecan pie, however you say it, and sweet potato pie, they're all terrible. I don't like a single one. They're all horrible.
I'm not that upset about it. I'm not gonna give you no real pushback, mainly because I'm just not no dessert having ass nigga on Thanksgiving. I'll say that. Most desserts that are on Thanksgiving Day, I'm just not a fan. Mm-hmm. Like I'll eat the sweet potato pie if it's homemade, but most people be having this shit store bought, and I just don't like store bought pies.
I'm not a pie nigga, bro.
I'm not a pie nigga either. I can't tell you. I've been to House of Pies an ungodly amount of times.
I've never gotten a pie there. I never will.
Yeah, I've never bought a pie. I've had somebody. I took a scoop out of somebody's pie before, just to see what it was going to taste like, and it was decent. It was okay.
Like House of Pies is good, but I don't want a pie.
I don't want a pie. Oh my god, LeBron dug on somebody. Jesus Christ, y'all gotta stop, yo. Y'all gotta stop. Fuck. Yes, Ime. Call the timeout, please. This nigga got crypto, and just, oh my god, I gotta stop watching this. This is crazy. I see the gray in this nigga beard too. This shit really pissing me off. Anyway, yeah, I agree with you. I'm not necessarily a fan of pies like that. They're cool. I don't hate them, but it's just not something I'm looking forward to eating. Yeah. I don't think you're gonna get a lot of pushback for that. If you just say I don't like all pies. Now, if you said some shit like, "Oh yeah, I like pumpkin pie over X, Y, and Z," then I think you'll get more pushback or some shit. But the fact that you don't like any pie,
yeah, no.
I'm on that wave.
Okay, for sure.
I'm on that wave. My Thanksgiving hot take. I feel like I got a couple of them. I ain't gonna lie to you. I might have to go a little band for this one. First and foremost, at the start of this podcast, y'all will probably hear my good brother Plies at the start of this about how your Thanksgiving leftovers should be. So by the time you get to this part of the episode, you've already heard that nigga voice. So you already know it's only a few days that you can keep them leftovers before you a thieving ass nigga. It's crazy. But I will say, first hot take, don't nobody give a fuck about the food you make. Please, I'm tired of y'all taking pictures and posting these bitches on the gram. Don't want to see it.
You are preaching.
I don't want to see it. Most of y'all food look nasty. Y'all should really eat nasty food in peace. Y'all should eat nasty food in private. Your mother cannot cook.
Also, why are you showing this to us? Like, you probably didn't make all of the food. Why are you showing it to us? It doesn't matter. We don't care.
At your big age, taking pictures of the food that you didn't put in for. Look, I ain't gonna lie to you. Your granny ain't got it no more.
Why is she still in the kitchen?
Yeah. And you not helping. You just taking pictures.
You and your family need to help her. She's going through it right now.
The mac and cheese don't look that great. Your granny don't do it like she used to.
Big Mac is running now for some reason. You're confused.
Come on now. It's it's crazy because y'all, a lot of y'all that be taking these pictures, y'all got the arms. Y'all got the black woman arms to make this food. You know the kind of arms Jax, you know exactly what kind of arms I'm talking about. Y'all got them arms. Y'all got the potential to go throw down in the kitchen. Y'all just refusing to do so. Again, Jax, what happened to the game I love? We are losing recipes.
We're very literally losing recipes
by the hour. So yeah, I'm tired of y'all doing that nasty food shit. Another thing, turkey is extremely overrated. Um, for Thanksgiving.
Ooh, I have to push back on that. The turkey is not overrated. If you think turkey's overrated, just your people can't cook. That's
No,
what it is.
turkey is overrated. Um, Me personally, I'm a fried turkey kind of guy.
Fried turkey do be good.
Fried turkey is good, and for me, it don't matter how good the turkey is. I don't care how good the turkey is per se.
Mhm.
It's still overrated. It can be good. It's still overrated. It's a main dish. It's cool. But it's leftover value. I ain't gonna lie. I just don't feel like eating turkey 2 straight days, 3 straight days. Turkey on the first day, cool. That second day, maybe a turkey sandwich.
Yeah, I was finna say
Day three?
the turkey sandwich. Day three, like, all right,
Yo, I don't give a fuck about this fucking turkey, nigga.
I'm not trying to eat this turkey.
Nigga, if you don't put this shit out, nigga, throw it out, feed it to the needy. I don't give a fuck.
Like,
Now,
leftover turkey does get, like, you get tired of it very quickly.
very extremely quickly, and it don't matter how good. Like the first day,
Amazing.
good, good, great. Especially
Second
if it's
day
made
when
by
it gets iffy.
yeah, it's like there's a football game on Friday. I can muster myself up to eat this one more time. Third day on a Saturday,
Bro,
come
I'm
on.
tired.
Please. It's living in the fridge. Get it out of here. I think the replay value is just horrible replay value versus something like mac and cheese.
Classic,
That mac timeless, but at the same time, I'm gonna look at you kind of crazy if there's mac and cheese in the fridge past Friday or Saturday. That means your mac and cheese wasn't hitting for real. Your mac and cheese should really be the first thing going. That shouldn't really make it past Thursday night. That should be gone. If you cooking that bitch right,
the only way it makes it past Thursday is that you just made so much.
you made ungodly amounts of mac and cheese, or you made enough, but there wasn't a lot of motherfuckers that came to the crib, and it's like, okay, like I can't eat all this bitch all by myself. That's the only excuse I have for you. But other than that, yo, like why? Yeah, past Friday. Why your mac and cheese must not have been good. I'm gonna question your cooking skills if you got that shit in there by Saturday. I think that's my thing. Any Thanksgiving leftovers past Saturday, I'm gonna just assume you can't cook for real. You're not a real cooker for real. Your parents can't cook. Somebody in the family can't cook. And look, that's okay. But you're not gonna gaslight me into saying that it's a week later and you still eating leftovers. No, you're not.
A week later is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. No leftovers should be lasting a week in general. If LeBron shoot another three, I'm really finna lose my fucking mind. This is crazy.
One more thing on Thanksgiving that I'm not necessarily thankful for. It could be a hot take. I don't like ham.
I don't like ham either. I don't like the honey ham. I'm not that. Yeah, green eggs and ham. None of that. I'm good on all that shit. I'm cool. Turkey, fried chicken. That's it.
My family, we do barbecue sometimes. We having like brisket and stuff.
Yeah, we have brisket, or like my dad will put some sausage on the grill, brisket on the grill. For me, like
I'm not gonna lie, those leftovers can last. I feel
those leftovers can
like because it's not real Thanksgiving food. It's not.
Oh, for sure, nigga. Like Labor Day barbecue. Oh yeah, I can stretch that. Oh, that's oh yeah, we can make that shit work for a week for real. If you really want to, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna cap. That's an exception to the rule, my nigga. I ain't gonna hold you. Like for me, like whenever I haven't done Thanksgiving at my crib, like at home in like a couple years, but back when I was there, like I was the delegated like wings guy. Like I had to fry the wings. I was a professional wing fryer for the family.
Like what kind of wings? Like turkey wings or?
No, like chicken wings. Yeah, chicken wings.
I know some people do turkey wings and stuff.
Yeah, people do turkey wings, and hey, when done right, hey, that bitch hit. But for me, it's just like the chicken wings is like a side for different things. And I ain't gonna lie, after a certain age, After a certain age, if they're not delegating you to do something for Thanksgiving or cook something for Thanksgiving, you're part of the problem.
I'm not gonna hold you. I am part of the problem.
No, you're a part of the problem. You need to be delegated. Like at some point, and I'm not gonna sit here and preach to the choir. Like I've been doing this for years. Literally, it was just started getting active with this shit like 3 years ago. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like we're just consistently being a participant of Thanksgiving cooking, but it's like, yo, like how you cannot complain about your grandmother not having it no more and you not finding solutions.
That's real.
Like your granny used to throw it down, but now her eyesight bad. Now she out here shaking the damn baking powder and baking soda, and she mismanaging how much sugar you need to put in shit. Like yo,
Like
yo,
the only people who can complain about the food not being bad, unless the food is universally bad. If it's universally bad,
if it's universally bad, yeah, okay.
But if it's just like you don't like a couple things, the only people that can complain is people who help cook.
On God, and I agree with that. Also, these are for my cousins. The Thanksgiving walk. You cannot. That's not transferable to Christmas. Keep the Thanksgiving walk. Keep the Thanksgiving walk. Keep the Thanksgiving walk. The Thanksgiving walk, nigga. Stop trying to do the Christmas Eve walk, nigga. Have some decorum. Have some self-control. Nigga, be with the kids when they open the presents, nigga. Like the Thanksgiving walk is iconic because it's Thanksgiving, nigga. And there ain't shit to really do after a certain period of time. Go be with the family, like, goddamn it.
Thanksgiving get boring so fast. I'm like,
yeah. But Christmas, I'm like, yo, there's a lot of things you can do for Christmas. You with the family. We out here playing charades. There's no way you should be 3 or 4 niggas deep trying to sneak out the house to hit the Christmas walk. There is no such thing as a Christmas walk. I'm letting you niggas know now. Some of y'all niggas listen to the podcast. I'm gonna let that shit slide on Thanksgiving because it's a tradition. Let's not make new traditions on Christmas. You feel me? That's crazy. Y'all have kids now. Grow up. Yo, grow up. Watch your kid. Watch your kid open the present, nigga. Where's dad? I don't know, nigga. I don't know.
Missing your kid opening your presents is crazy. I'm not gonna. You can't do that.
Oh shit. Hey, look. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. This is what I was about to bring up at the first part of the pod, right? So, my auntie. Shout out to my auntie. Auntie that will rename nameless. I'm just gonna name you auntie. She sent me something today because today is my granny's 80th birthday. Mm-hmm. So they decided to surprise her. They drove down from Dallas to Houston to go surprise her for her 80th birthday. Now, on top of that, somebody from my dad's side of the family passed away, I think 2 days ago. Not 2 days ago. Well, about like a week ago. I was unaware of it until like earlier today. I didn't really know him for real. But my auntie like sent me like 2 pictures. In my mind, because I wasn't putting 2 and 2 together. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking my auntie sending me like a meme. I'm thinking she's sending me something that's like not, I'm not understanding there's some seriousness going into it. She sends me one of my family members and the nigga's in the casket and he's wearing a New Orleans Saints jersey. So in my mind, I'm not thinking that this is somebody I know. My first thing that comes to mind is like, damn, okay, like did the Saints lose? Like, because they're Cowboys fans, and most Cowboys fans, they don't be fucking with the Saints like that. I'm thinking it's like some RIP Saints or whatever. Like, I'm thinking something crazy happened. And the only thing that kept me from saying something ignorant, she sent me a second picture, and apparently it was this man's wife that was at the altar with a Saints hoodie. Kind of like talking about talking about how good of a man he was. And that really shifted my attention of like, oh, like this is serious. Like this is a real thing. 'Cause I'm about to say something ignorant. Like, oh, I was about to say like LMAO. Like I was about to text LMAO like, oh, that's crazy. 'Cause I didn't know what you know how old people be. Like they'll send you something and it just don't make sense sometimes. Yeah. Or they'll send you something that was funny like 4 or 5 years ago. but they finally caught it back up on Facebook.
Because they don't know.
They just don't know. They're just not reading the room. So I'm glad I held my tongue. And they was like, oh, yeah, I meant to send to see your dad. Yeah, this is one of his cousins that passed away last week. And I was just like, oh, shit, this is crazy. But I don't know. I don't know why she had to take a picture so close up to the casket, though. Like, there's an open casket. I don't know why she just felt the need to, like, zoom in on this nigga. Or this man. I don't want to call him a nigga. He's dead, passed away. RP to that man. But I'm just like, God damn. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just my family. But, like, they be disrespectful with the camera. Like, my mom would, like, try to keep me updated about, like, everything that's going on. So my granny fell one time. And, like, she couldn't get up. You know what I mean? So, like...
Life alert.
Yeah, but she refuses to wear the life alert. So it's just kind of like, all right, we just got to call the ambulance. So, like, she'll take a picture of my granny, like, just on the floor. Talking about... Granny fell down today. And I'm like, Mom, and I'm looking at my mom, like, like she laid out, like, not out cold, but like she just there. Literally, like, hands just like flailing like this. And I'm just like, first of all, this is crazy. Cause why are you taking a picture of your mama like that, yo? That's crazy. Second of all, this is not her first time doing this. Like, this is not her first time doing this. I got at least 4 different pictures of my granny on the floor at different times of my life. And I'm just like, this, God bless her. And I remember one time, back when I was in a relationship, it became so second nature that I kind of forgot how tone deaf it was. And my girl was blowing up my phone, and she was like, "What the fuck you doing?" I was like, "I was talking to my granny. She fell down." And then I sent her the picture, like, "Oh yeah, she fell down." And then she was like, "Why the fuck did you send me this picture? What the fuck is wrong with you?" And I was like, "Oh." After that, I was like, "Yeah, you know what? I am bugging. That's on me." My mama made it just a little too normal,
too common.
I forgot who the fuck I was sending this to. My bad. I sent it to you to make sure that you understood that I wasn't bullshitting. And now you are upset because you see a random 78-year-old woman just on the floor and the ambulance picking her up. Yeah, for real. Yo, my granny got into an accident one time, like a car accident, and she was cool. There was nothing wrong with her, but by precaution, they had to put her on a stretcher. My mom took a picture of her on that stretcher. She just laid out, strapped up in her big ass red church hat, because she was at church. Oh. You know how the mother's ministry, they got like the big ass hats. Big ass hat that's like overflowing off of the stretcher. And she just laid out like that, just on her back. I'm like, yo, Mom, why do you feel the need to do this? I feel like my mama do not be fucking with my granny sometimes. Because why you put my granny in compromising positions? But that's my rant about my granny. Shout out to you. Happy 80th. Love you. If you ever listen to this podcast, granny. But yeah, they be doing you dirty. I'm sorry. I would never do that. But that's crazy. That's great.
And that was our hot takes.
Hey man, look, that's a hot take, man. Love your family. That's a hot take. Love your family, bro.
But now we have to get into these picks for these games, because it's a whole lot of games this week. Because it's Thanksgiving, and there's also a Black Friday game for some reason. So it's a pretty packed schedule.
Is that racist?
What, Black Friday?
It's having niggas, a whole bunch of niggas playing on Black Friday.
Hey?
I don't know. Let's get it bopping though.
But for the Thursday game, we're gonna start with the Packers at the Lions.
Lions.
All right, at that, I'm also choosing the Lions.
Yeah, I don't look. The Packers are cooked, yo. I ain't gonna lie to you. Had high hopes for them the first 2 weeks. I don't see it.
Yeah, I thought Jordan Love was gonna be better, but I don't know if he's bad or the team is bad. I don't know.
I think it's both, but I don't think he's as bad.
Okay, yeah.
As I think he is.
Now for next game is gonna be the Commanders at Dallas. I will go with the Dallas Cowboys because they're playing amazing right now.
Cowboys, and on top of that, Sam Howell is throwing picks, and that nigga De'Aaron Bland might get another pick six.
Nah, he's been. I didn't know. I didn't.
I was
think
unfamiliar
Bland
with that
was gonna
nigga,
be
but yeah, I was unfamiliar with that nigga game. Oh, that nigga finna be crazy when Trevon Diggs come back next year.
like he was good last year, but I didn't think he'd be able to like continue it. But he's for sure continued it. So. And then for the final Thursday night game, it will be the 49ers at the Seahawks.
49ers. The more these niggas be talking, I mean the more these niggas be playing from a Seahawks perspective, the more I'm realizing, Gino, he should have wrote back. He should have wrote back for real. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Nah, I believe in. I'm going with the Seahawks. I still believe in Gino, although he got banged up today pretty bad at the end of the game. But
I'm picking the 49ers.
He came back in, and I think Gino he got it in him, bro. He can do it.
Yeah, I got the 49ers, mainly because, come on now, I got games to win. I got fantasy matchups to win. Brandon Ayuk needs to have a great game. For
the first ever NFL Black Friday game, we have the Miami Dolphins at the New York Jets.
Dolphins.
I'm not gonna say the words. No, I'm gonna say the beat.
Yeah, you gotta
say the word.
You gotta say be fucking for real at that point.
The Jets they benched Zach Wilson today finally.
Oh, they did. Who they have?
Tim Boyle as a backup.
Yeah, that sounds even worse. That sounds like a middle school teacher. Sound like a math teacher, nigga. Tim Boyle.
I just don't know. I don't know how they went into the season and just said, we don't want another backup besides Zach Wilson. Like
they really thought Aaron Rodgers was finna be here by week 12. That's what it was.
Like he's injury prone now, but he's trying to come. He's trying to come back by week 16, I believe they said. So, and I think he wants to start practicing December 2nd as well. So we'll see what happens, but it's not going to happen.
Very true.
Now for the Sunday night game, we have the Ravens at the Chargers. I'm going Baltimore Ravens because come on now.
I'm conflicted, yo. I ain't gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie to you.
The Chargers are just so like you saw Quentin Johnson. You saw that drop where he was wide open and would have won them the game.
Yeah, but at the same time, they really do be putting points up on the board. Ah, man, I don't fucking know. Fuck it, Baltimore. Fuck it. They lost Mark Andrews for the season.
Ooh, that is true.
And that's my thing. I'm just like, you lost him for the season. You have OBJ, Zay Flowers.
I think Odell got hurt too, actually.
Oh, shit. Well, I don't know.
I'm still going Ravens.
I'll go Chargers.
And then for the Monday night game, we have the Bears at the Vikings. I think this one's actually going to be a sort of tough game. I'm not gonna lie.
How did Josh Dobbs do today?
They lost by 1 point.
Who they play?
The Broncos.
Hey, Broncos on a 3-game winning streak? Shit.
That's insane.
Goddamn. Goddamn. And the Bears put up a good fight today.
Yeah, they almost won that game too. So
yeah, that'd be
Justin
tough.
Fields look good. I'll go with the Bears though.
Did Jettis play?
Nah, he hasn't played yet.
Will he play? I wonder if he will play next week. How bad was his injury?
I don't know. He got it like 4 or 5 weeks ago though, so he should. They didn't say it was season ending, so I assume he's be coming back soon.
Just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna stick with the Bears.
The safe side and the Bears in the same sentence is crazy.
Yeah, that's true. Are we doing locks and upsets?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is week 12. Let me see. Okay, so my lock Um, Chiefs over Raiders.
Okay. My lock for this week will be the Bills. I mean, no, the Eagles over the Bills. My fault. The Eagles over the Bills.
Eagles over the Bills is your lock. Damn,
Yeah,
that nigga said I do not believe in Josh Allen.
I
Okay,
do not.
upsets. Uh, you know what? It's not a lot of upsets. It's not a lot of underdogs for real. It's a lot of evenly matched teams. Uh, Texans over Jags.
Okay.
Texans over Jags.
I don't know how the Texans are the underdogs in that one. The Texans, I think
If they win that game, they'll be they'll be
first in
leading
that
that
division.
division. Yeah, they'll be leading that division. So that's an important game for them. But did you already say you're upset?
No, my upset. If this happens, I'm gonna be I need to play the lottery if this happens, but I'm going with the Panthers over the Titans.
Whoa, Panthers over the Titans.
I don't think the Titans are good, bro.
They're not. They literally have the worst offensive line almost of all time. Like they're really bad.
Like,
Derrick Henry can't do shit.
Both teams are bad, but the Titans have a better record. So listen, I want Bryce Young to get a second win too, bro. He needs it,
bro. Like from morality standpoint, like he needs that bitch. Like he needs it bad, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. But that's those are the picks. Any last words, Jax?
It's been another amazing episode. Always remember, if you want to change your life, you gotta do some life-changing shit.
Oh my god, this nigga bars.
It was real.
Nigga going bars for me. God damn.
It was real, and that's it, man.
Look, happy holidays. At the end of the day, we all got the same 24 hours, or whatever them other motivational niggas tell you. Stop listening to these motivational ass niggas. These niggas are just tweeting, texting, posting on social media, talking about the grind starts now, and then they're rolling back over and sleeping for another 3 or 4 hours.
Going right back to sleep.
They're going right back to sleep. They set an alarm for 6 a.m. to make you feel bad. They're not doing anything productive. They are making money off of fake motivation to inspire you. They are bag chasers in the worst way possible. Go do you. Don't rely on social media to put a battery in your back. Go do that shit yourself. Man up or woman up. I've been seeing the women following get a little crazier. We had 30% women that listen to the podcast. Shout out to y'all. It used to be a sausage fest up here, man. We growing. The community is getting stronger. So, look, take care of y'all health. And remember, cereal is nothing but cold soup. And go get some bitches, per usual. And with that being said, like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend to tell a friend, to tell that enemy, to tell that inmate. Go like and subscribe and listen to the pod. I'm not saying shout out to this nigga, but I also hope E-Dub, I hope you listen to the pod. Go figure your shit out. You know what I mean? I'm gonna leave it at that. Them niggas was telling me about them niggas was on the pot, like them niggas was in the group chat talking about, hey yo, E-Dub wanted to know if Lamar Jackson was top 3 for MVP voting or some shit like that. And I was just like, my next response was, is this nigga still in jail? Silence. Silence is what I got. And then 2 hours later, I got a response. Nah, he's still in there. But anyway, I'm like, yo, y'all keep glossing over this. We keep glossing over this. And I want my nigga to get his life together. These niggas just keep glossing over this shit. This is crazy. And these niggas these niggas is legitimately answering the question about Lamar Jackson. Like, oh, I mean, if you take Pat Mahomes, I'm like, yo, like, he's still in jail. We're still communicating with this nigga via another nigga because he's in jail. This is crazy. This is crazy. Get your shit together, E-Dog. Shout out to the birthday twin. You know what I mean? And like I said, please don't say free a nigga unless you know the charges. It is never say free him until you know them charges, yo. That's all I got to say about it. That go for anybody. Fuck Diddy. Fuck all them niggas. Is it fuck Slim Thug too?
Well, oh no, I heard about it. God. It's easy to not be. It's not hard to just be normal, bro. It's not hard to just be a normal.
Yo, I'm just saying, bro. It just seemed like every time a nigga open up his mouth, and he just say something he just don't need to be saying. Yo, it's okay to shut the fuck up. Niggas with platforms, y'all don't have to use your platforms every time. Yo, shut the fuck up, Slim Thug, please. You about to lose all the hoes. You really scaring all the hoes away. You know what I mean? I need you to calm it down. Stop talking. It's a lot of niggas that need to stop talking. Party, stop talking, nigga. Please.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Diddy. All that. Go. Yeah, y'all need to stop. But with that being said, I'm gonna wrap this shit up. We'll see y'all next week. Fire Dana Holgerson, if you know, you know.